so happy that you're here today. Thank you for joining me. So, this is another just impromptu live that I decided to do this morning. And I wanted to pop on because I know a lot of you have some kind of online shop. Some of you sell digital products, some of you sell physical products, some of you sell services. And a lot of you might have a mix of all of these. And I want to talk to you about something that can feel really frustrating. And that is when your shop is open, but the sales aren't coming in the way that you hoped they would. And you've got the products, you've got your keywords set up, you've got your SEO done, and you maybe have some social media where you're posting about it. And you might be getting some people to browse or like your products. You're getting some views maybe. You might even have people saying, oh, this is so cute, or I need this, but they're not actually buying. And I know firsthand, I've been, for 25 years now, more than 25 years, I've been uh, an online seller. I have multiple stores. I know how hard that is when you're getting hit with these slowdowns, or when you put a lot into a new product. Maybe you spend a whole lot of time designing it. Maybe you spend a bunch of money on inventory and then it's just not selling. So I want to talk a little bit today about why that might be happening, why you might not be getting sales, and what you need to fix first. So, when this happens, when things aren't selling, you start to kind of spiral, right? You think, maybe I'm just not doing this right. Maybe I don't have the right product. Maybe nobody wants this. Maybe I need to lower my prices. Maybe I'm just not good at business. Maybe I'm not posting enough. Maybe I don't have enough products. I need to add a bunch more. And a lot of the times, no, you do not need to add a bunch more. Your shop probably does not need more products. You probably need to get a little bit clearer on your product and with your messaging, because people aren't just going to come and buy something because it exists. They buy when they understand what it is, why it matters, why they should want it, and why they should buy it right now. Why is now the time to buy it? So, the shift I want you to hear today is that you might not have a product problem. Maybe your product isn't validated, but it could be that you're not communicating clearly the value of what you're selling. And, someone might land in your shop and maybe they are feeling confused or unsure or overwhelmed, or they can't immediately see how this is going to fit into their life or their business. And then if that happens, they won't buy. The saying in the industry is a confused mind says no. And so you want to make sure that everything that you have online, and it's a little bit of a challenge, right? Because when you're selling online, you're not there in person. It's not like you're a salesperson in a shop, in a brick and mortar shop. You're not there to answer questions and things. You're not there to address confusion. And so when somebody clicks on your product page or your shop page and they feel confused or they feel overwhelmed, they're probably just going to leave. They're probably not going to go into the process of asking you questions about your items. And so you want to make sure that your listings are really, really clear in all of these points so people don't feel confused, so they see immediately the value of your products for them. You got to get that path to a yes, and you have to get that really clear. So there are probably, I think, three top reasons why you might not be getting sales right now. Number one, your products are clear to you, but they're not clear to the buyer. Like I was saying, a confused mind says no. You know why you created this product. You know what it does. You know who it helps. But your customer is looking at it and thinking, is this for me? Do I really need this? How would I use this? Is this worth it? What problem does this actually solve? And when you're too close to your own product, it can be easy to assume that the value is obvious, but your job is to make the value easy to see. So then reason number 2 out of 3 why you might be experiencing low sales or no sales, you're describing what your product is instead of why they want it. And this is a huge thing that, we all fall into sometimes. So let's say that you're selling a digital planner. The sale probably isn't just a digital planner. It might be feel organized without spending hours trying to create a system from scratch. Or let's say you sell handmade products. You might need to not just be selling that item. You might need to be going with the angle that a thoughtful gift feels personal and meaningful. And this is great gift, for your mom, for your dad, for your brother. If you're selling a service, the sale isn't just the session or the package or the deliverable. It might be finally getting the thing done without having to figure it out all alone. People need to understand the outcome, not just the object or the service, not just the product itself. They need to see what the transformation is going to be from having this. Now, reason number 3 why you might be having low sales. You don't have a reason for them to buy right now. So, a lot of shop owners are relying on people eventually deciding to buy. You might have a great product or service, and your audience might really like it. They might want it, but just counting on eventually isn't really a sales system. They need to see an urgency. Where's the next clear step? Why is there a reason to stop scrolling and act today? Because if they don't see that, they're probably going to put off the purchase. And it doesn't mean you need to be pushy. It doesn't mean you need to be constantly running sales that are ending. It means that you need to help people understand why this matters right now, why right now is the time to pull the trigger and buy. So, this is exactly why I created the Irresistible Offer Challenge. And yes, I'm saying offer in the title, but this is really for you if you have a shop, if you have a product, if you have a service, or even just an idea for what you might be wanting to sell in the future. You want people to actually buy your stuff. This challenge is for you. It's a free challenge. Inside, we're going to work on what you're selling, who it's for, why they should want it, and how to make it easier to say yes to you. So, we're also going to go into how we're going to talk about the product. So people aren't just browsing, but they understand the value and they see the need to take the next step right now. Because, we talk all the time about traffic, getting visibility, getting views, getting people into your store. But the fact is, if you're driving all these people to your store, but your store doesn't have good product positioning, your messaging isn't clear, it's not making the buyer feel any urgency, it's not really going to do you any good to have all this traffic. You really need to have an offer and a message in place so that when you get people into your store, into your website, they're ready to buy from you. So I want you to imagine opening up your shop and feeling like your products all make sense together, knowing exactly how to explain what you're selling without rambling or without over explaining. Imagine being able to post about your products without feeling salesy or icky or awkward. Um, you know, Not feeling like you're pushing people to buy. Imagine just having an online shop where your audience reads your listing and thinks, oh, I need that. That would help me. And then you're getting sales that are coming in, without you having to be online, without you having to be in your store. You've got to get people to think, wow, this is exactly what I've been looking for. So that's what we're working toward in the challenge. We're not forcing sales. We're not convincing people. We're not throwing a bunch of random products into your shop and just hoping something sticks. We're going to create and position products that people actually want to buy. And then at the end of the challenge, I'm going to host a master class called Wake Up to Sales, where I teach my simple sales ecosystem. Because once your products and your offers are clear, the next step is having a way to bring leads and clients in more consistently, ideally without you having to feel like you're having to manually chase every sale, like you're having to be on your in your social media and in your store all the time. That's what the simple sales ecosystem is about. Now, for those of you who upgrade to a lifetime access pass, you're also going to get a bonus day live training on pricing. And that's going to be especially helpful if you've ever wondered, am I charging too much or too little? Should I discount this? Should I run a sale? How do I make the price for this feel worth it? How do I price digital products or physical products or services in a way that makes sense? You know, a lot of us really struggle with pricing. We don't understand how to price. A lot of us undersell ourselves and don't charge what we should be charging. The pricing day is going to really help you with that. If that's a place where you get stuck, you definitely want to upgrade to the VIP Lifetime Access Pass. Besides the extra bonus day, you're also going to get lifetime access to video recordings of every single day's training and the bonus day and audio recordings of all of those same events. And you're going to get my top 10 secret bonus hacks to creating best-selling products. So if your shop is open but sales are slower than you want, if you're tired of wondering why people aren't buying, if you know you should have good products but you're not sure how to talk about them, come and join us. We're going to start on Monday. And you want to be there live. There will be replays, but I really encourage you to be there live because you're going to be able to have me to ask questions and to answer your questions. You're going to be able to get me to look at what you're selling, how it's positioned, how to make it easier for people to say yes. And I want you to know the schedule. So we start on Monday at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We'll go for about an hour. It will be live. We'll go the second day. The first day, we're going to talk about selling as a service. So if you feel icky about selling, if you feel pushy about selling, we're going to help you get over that. And then on day 2, we're going to talk about an offer, how to build an offer that people really want. So what kind of product, what kind of service do your people really want? That will also be that's on Tuesday at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. And then on Wednesday at 1 o'clock Eastern Time, we're going to talk about how to make your product easy to buy, how to talk about it in a way that makes people want it, that makes people understand how to buy it, why they should buy it, and that way you're not having confused minds that are saying no to you. Then on Thursday, 1 o'clock Eastern Time, we are going to have the Wake Up to Sales Masterclass where I'm going to show you the 3 steps to the simple sales ecosystem that are going to bring leads and clients into your shop on autopilot. Hey, Isabel. Um, so those are the 4 days of the challenge. And then if you upgrade to VIP on Friday at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we're going to have the bonus pricing day. So if you've ever struggled with knowing what you need to charge for your item, that's what we're going to talk about on Friday. So if you are interested in joining the challenge, go ahead and put shop in the chat and I'll send you the link. And you can also put VIP in the chat if you want lifetime access to the pass and all of the videos and audios and the bonus day training on pricing. You can go ahead and drop those in. And I